Hey everyone, it's Mr. Hollywood, and today I'm giving my picks for the top 10 best actors since 2010. Now, before I give you my picks for who I think the best actors since 2010 are, feel free to share who you think the best actors since 2010 are down below in the comments, and let's begin. And I'm going to give 3 honorable mentions to Timothée Chalamet, who I feel like a lot of people would probably have in the top 10, but I feel like he only really would even be considered because of his work in like the past 8 years. So it's like, while I loved him in like Marty Supreme and A Complete Unknown, and I did like him in Dune movies, but it's not like his performance was like amazing in Dune movies. So it's like his performance in A Complete Unknown was in Marty Supreme was great, but I don't think he's quite top 10 since 2010. And then Tom Cruise is easily my favorite actor of all time, and it's mainly because of the last few years. And I love his action work. But it's like, I'm not going to say he's top 10 best actor since 21st century. His peak was realistically in like the 90s and early zeros. And then Michael B. Jordan is very consistent, and I debated putting him in the top 10. The only thing is, Michael B. Jordan has never had that one performance that just puts him over the top. I know a lot of people think his performance in Sinners was one of the best of all time, and I think that's his best performance, and it's a great performance, but it's not like something where I would say it's like one of the best acting performances of all time or anything. So it's like, I do like Michael B. Jordan quite a bit. I think he's a great actor, but he would just miss out on my top 10. Now, coming in at number 10 is Ben Affleck. And Ben Affleck, I think, has gotten a lot better over the years. I do love his grittier take on Batman. And I loved him in The Town. And I loved him in Air. And yeah, his acting in the last few years, I think, has been great. And I know a lot of people would probably raise eyebrows for me putting him above Chalamet. But yeah, I do think he's a better actor than Chalamet since 2010. Though I do think Chalamet is probably the top 3 of the 2020s. I think it's going to probably change real soon. But for now, Ben Affleck is my number 10. My number 9 is going to be Robert Downey Jr. And yeah, his performance as Iron Man was great. And especially in Endgame and Civil War. Those were, in my opinion, his 2 best performances on his Iron Man. And I loved him in Oppenheimer. So it's like, while he definitely is a bit of the action guy, because he has shown he can tackle serious stuff like Oppenheimer, that's why I'm still going to put him as the number 9 best actor since 2010. Now, coming in at number 8 is going to be Brad Pitt. Now, Moneyball and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood are 2 of his best performances, and those are among my favorite performances since 2010. Now, this decade, he has done stuff like Bullet Train and F1, which I love those movies, but those are definitely, those don't really show, his acting abilities the way the other ones do, but those are still very enjoyable movies, and I still liked Brad Pitt quite a bit in those. So it's like, his 2010s run is really what's carrying him in the top 8 since 2010. Now, coming in at number 7 is Edward Norton. Now, Edward Norton is not as good as he was in the 90s, but he has still been great since 2010. I did like him a lot in Birdman, even though I don't necessarily love Birdman. I liked Edward Norton's performance a lot in Birdman, and I loved his performance in Glass Onion, and I loved his performance in A Complete Unknown, which I think is definitely his best performance since Fight Club. So yeah, Edward Norton, I think, is still one of the best actors working today, and he is my number 7. Now, coming in at number 6 is Jessica Chastain. And yes, Jessica Chastain has become one of my favorite actresses over the years. And yeah, I think she is the number 6 actor/actress since 2010. Her performance in Zero Dark 30 was incredible. And I also loved her in The Martian and in Interstellar as an older version of Matthew McConaughey's kid. And yeah, I think Jessica Chastain is just one of the best actors since 2010. So yeah, she is going to be my number 6 on this list. Coming in number 5, narrowly edging Jessica Chastain out for the best actress since 2010, Margot Robbie. Yeah, she's been incredible ever since her breakout performance in The Wolf of Wall Street, which I still think is her best performance, but she's still been amazing since then. And I loved her performance in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And, I mean, of course, I loved her as Harley Quinn. I loved her in Barbie. And, A Big Beautiful Journey is a movie I liked more than most people, and I liked Margot Robbie's performance a lot in it. And I loved her performance in Wuthering Heights. I know Wuthering Heights is a controversial one, but I love that movie, and I thought her performance was incredible. And I do love how Margot Robbie doesn't play it safe. So, yeah, Margot Robbie and Jessica Chastain are both great actresses. And I was debating who I'd put higher. I will end up giving Margot Robbie the slight edge as the best actress since 2010 and number 5 overall. Now coming in at number 4 is going to be Mark Hamill. I honestly cannot believe I'm saying this. Because if you asked me prior to last year, I would not say he's top 10 since 2010. I would definitely not say he's top 10 in anything. And I did love his performance as Luke in The Last Jedi, as polarizing as it is. I did love his performance in The Last Jedi as Luke. Last year's really what solidifies him as my number 4. I loved him in The Life of Chuck, and I adored him in The Long Walk. The Long Walk is his best performance of all time, and it is truly an all-time great acting performance. So yeah, Mark Hamill has truly transcended his acting abilities over the year. And he is my number 4 actor since 2010. Now coming in at number 3 for the best actors since 2010, Josh Brolin. I mean, I loved him as Thanos. He was incredible as Thanos. And I liked him a lot in Dune. However, what really puts him in the top 3 was his run last year in Weapons, The Running Man, and Wake of Dead Man. I feel like his acting was just truly incredible, and I just love how he can tackle different genres. Now, I still think his best performance is probably No Country for Old Men, which came out right before 2010. However, he's still been one of the best since 2010, and I think his consistency has really his track record of consistency since 2010 has been really great. So yeah, I think Josh Brolin is the 3rd best actor since 2010. Now coming in at number 2 is Matt Damon. His acting prior to 2010 was always great. However, really since 2010, he's really upped his game. I mean, I loved him a lot in Interstellar. And his performance in The Martian, I think, is his best performance. And it was one of my favorite acting performances of the last 15 years. And I also thought his run in 2023 was great in movies like Air. And also in Oppenheimer, I loved Matt Damon in Oppenheimer. So, yeah, I truly think Matt Damon is one of the best actors since 2010. And, I mean, he is my number 2 on this list. Now, coming in at number 1, I mean, it's so easily Leonardo DiCaprio. And, I mean, Leonardo DiCaprio was great prior to 2010. I mean, I loved him in Titanic and Catch Me If You Can. However, his run, and also in The Departed, which Matt Damon was also in The Departed, and they were great in The Departed. However, since 2010, with the likes of Shutter Island, Inception, both of which came out in 2010, and then The Wolf of Wall Street, Django Unchained. The Wolf of Wall Street, I think, is his best performance. And then also Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, One Battle After Another, Killers of a Flower Moon. I mean, Leo could do everything. He is one of the best actors of all time. He is easily the best since the 21st century. And that's all because he is easily the best since 2010. I mean, he's been the best actor for over half this century. And yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio is easily the best actor since 2010. He's incredible. Now, thanks for watching. Feel free to share who you think the best actors / actresses are since 2010 down below in the comments. And I could not wait to continue this posting streak. And this is day 55 of my 200-day posting streak goal. Now, thanks for watching, and peace out.